Hey, hello, good morning, guys, and this is Coding with Gautam. And guys, today basically this is going to be how to design your own apps on code.org. So, without any further ado, let's dive in. So, first, normally we are used to the code screen, which we usually use a lot for APCSP. But later, when you have to design your own apps, especially for the semester for the AP exam, we have to be familiar with the design interface. So, let's see how this works. So, first, what how does this even work? So first, we have our design toolbox. So first, we can have different themes, which we can use, which are just auto. We can use like watermelon. We can use glow in the dark. We can use robot. We can use dark scheme. There are many themes we can use just as a preset, or we could build our own. But let's just go with the default. And let's just keep orange. So what can we use? So first, you have the buttons, which we can click, and then for each button we will have the ID, the button, so like what text is going to be shown in the button, which is usually like click or next, then the width, the height of the button, which we can set like this, and also we can set number wise if we are going through specific dynamics. Then we have the text color, which is white in this case, the background color, family font, basically what font you want it to be in. For more complex looking apps, maybe something like Times New Roman. For normal apps, maybe Verdana. Then the font size, where do you align it? Do you want to do it to the right? Do you want to do it to justify? Do you want to do it to left? Or you could just do it center. And then image, is there an image you want to put for the button? No. Then the border, and then the border color, border radius, and then the depth. So we can see if it's hidden or not. There's nothing to happen for the depth. Okay, so this is basically what we're talking about, right? So for example, if we're unlocking something, for example, if we're building a game and they unlock achievements, you can hide something, and then you can put a condition. If I go back to code, you can see the yeah. So it's not here right now, but there is the thing called show icon or hide icon. So you can show the icon, and then you can see that this comes back, and now they have access to this. So then we have the text input. This is useful for some apps where you could be like, so your placeholder is type something in, and the functionality of this, you can say that's the name. You can do that, and then yeah. And then if you want to take something out of here, just take this, drag it here, and then it disappears. So now, sometimes you might be confused when to use text area and when you should use labels. So both of them can be used, but I prefer labels for more small things. For example, if we just want to put this saying as like, so if we just want to say this is color, then we would use labels rather than text box. But then if you want to actually have text here, like you can see the here in beautiful sunny Hamilton residence, like a dialogue or instructions, then of course we use the text. Then we have the radio button. So basically the functionality of the radio button is on or off. So we could just put it on. So you can see that we can make it big, we can make it small. And then yeah, so when it is checked, basically you can view that for some other functionality. Then the checkbox. So basically for some apps, these are singular checkboxes you can add. Like let me just put something real quick. Something like, are you having a good day? Then click on, yes, I'm having a good day. So these are some best. You can make them as large as possible if you want, but normally these are relatively small. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Then we have the images. Of course, we can just put the image out here. And yes, if we want to add an image, you can choose an image from your files. You can choose from icons. You can choose from the link to image. And yeah, so normally people use icons for their apps. So for example, if this I'm talking about like the sound Then I can just put that here. These are just pre-transparent icons, pretty used a lot in code.org apps. And then now the canvas. So canvas is basically just like basically almost the same functionality as an image. This is where when you run, you can see that you have to have an image in the canvas. So basically these two are virtually the same. Then you can add a screen. So you can see that we can't do everything on the screen. So when I have the home screen and I'm like, okay, after I click this button, I want to take it to a new screen. For example, if it's a quiz, this can be the entry page. And then if you click the next, it takes you to question 1. So then you can add a screen. And then you can add many more. So you have the garden screen, the home screen, some trash screen, all of that. And then also, if you're working with a partner, you can import the screen by giving him the URL. Also, when you click share, and you can show advanced options. You can export it as files too to help work with your partner. You can copy a link, you can send to phone, many more, or you can embed it. Then we're almost done. We have the text area. Which we already covered. Then we have the chart, which is, yeah, so when we have the chart, this is usually used for data, which we will be seeing in the future lessons. So for now, we don't worry about that. Sliders. So basically, on a scale of 1 to 10, how is your day going? Let's click run. You can use these as like sliders. You can add number values, of course, and sliders have lots of functionality. So let me just do that out. Yeah. Okay, so you can see the width, height. You can see the value of like what's it on 0 through 100. So I would say 99, or I could just say 50. Yeah, 50 is a good start. You can add the minimum and value. So if I wanted it to be just like what's your age, 0 to 100, yeah. Step size. So for example, what's your favorite even number? You can do it in 2. So when you see the step size 2, you can see, wait, let's make the step size larger. So when you make the step size larger, you can see that it's not more fluid and there are breaking points. So this can be used to help like avoid numbers being off by like 1 or 2. Then we have the photo select. Well, basically what the photo select does is it's pretty simple. So now let's choose the events. So how does these events work? So let me put the button here, and if we go into events, it basically clicks a link below and add a function. Your code will be called when the event is triggered. So what it's basically doing is calling the on event. So yeah, so these on event functions, and now let's look at the code functionality. So what you can do is you can call on event, which of course on event let's just use this real quick. So when I use an on event, of course it will be the ID. So I can say the red button and then click. There are many more. You can see there's click. You can change for drop downs, key up, key down, key press, mouse move, many more functionalities that can be used for games. So once we click the button, then I can hit him with the console.log. Hi. So let's run. We can see that the red button is clicked. It says hi. So this is basically how we can interact with the interface of our app. So then we have the play sound. Then we have the set property. So for example, when we click the button, we're like, oh, let's change the property of the colors if we click blue. So yeah, you set the property of this colors watch. And you can just say, look, you can see that there are many properties with height, text color, background color, border color. Let's just say we want to make it wider. And let's see this. Yeah. So let's run it. You can see that it did get wider. So you can see that there are many more possibilities to do with code.org. So this is just simple. The sky's the limit. It's all your creativity. Happy coding. Thank you guys for watching. I'd love to see what apps you create. Please share them to me. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.